Some movies and dramas require more than just simple makeup, and the actors have to go through long hours of transformation by using special makeup effects or wear painful prosthetics. When it comes to prosthetics and special makeup effects, we can't miss out on how South Korea has raised the bar in terms of zombie films and dramas. When there's a K-drama these days, there are also what are known as K-zombies. It all started with the release of the hit movie Train to Busan and followed by the series Kingdom and All of Us Are Dead. Fans of this genre then realized how the zombies look differently than what is usually seen in foreign countries. Shin Ji-hae, the makeup artist for the drama All of Us Are Dead, had a guest appearance on JJ's YouTube show MMTG and discussed the process of the whole zombie transformation. She also explained that the Korean zombies broke the expected image of the said monster compared to the soulless zombies in The Walking Dead. Ji-hae then explained, "I did a lot of research for All of Us Are Dead. In the cases of foreign zombies, there's a lot of emphasis on the skull, the bone structure of the zombie. But for Korean zombies, we veer towards something more realistic, as if the zombie has passed away recently." When she was asked what inspired the makeup for the drama, Ji-hae shared she did a lot of research on a realistic rotting body, so she looked up aortic arch anomalies, also known as congenital heart conditions. She explained, "I also looked up words like necrosis. Actually, there isn't that much data, so I had to look up pictures of dog-bitten scars and things like that." In All of Us Are Dead, a lot of custom facial prosthetics were applied to the faces as a base to help create the genuine zombie vibe. To start off with the process, each individual piece would be added and secured to the actors' faces, and once the prosthetics were secured, makeup was then applied to blend in the prosthetics. Afterwards, the extra details were added to make the whole look creepier. But aside from that, what also stood out was the realistic effects of each of the zombies' bruises and scars. There was always some sign of the character's decay, no matter which portion of their bodies you looked at when they were transformed into zombies. Small touches like these helped to show off the more realistic decay of zombies that the crew was aiming for. Small bits of latex were placed by hand by the makeup artist directly on the actors' bodies, resulting in these parts of skin that almost seemed to be peeling off. The actors had to spend a lot of time in the makeup chair because it was definitely a long and detailed process, whether the makeup artist was coloring in the wounds to make them look real or adding fake blood as a finishing touch. But the outcome was definitely worth it. Another mind-blowing K-drama that gave us realistic monsters is the show Sweet Home. If All of Us Are Dead focused on the character turning into zombies, Sweet Home has different types of unique monsters that appeared. Depending on their psychological changes, all monsters looked and behaved differently. Aside from the heavy prosthetics and special makeup, the production also went all out by adding a lot of CGI effects to make the monsters look more realistic. The director of the drama explained how he wanted the monsters to look and said, "We didn't want the monsters to look too human or monstrous, so we had to strike a balance with the visual effects and makeup. There are hardly any scenes without CGI." He then shared how this kind of series having many CGI sequences is very rare in South Korea, so they had several visual effects teams that came all the way from Hollywood. With that, their whole production crew had a lot of fun experimenting with the visual effects. One of the monsters that definitely creeped out all the viewers was the blind monster. Before the character turned into the blind monster, he was originally staying at the Green Roof apartment, but he turned into this blind goblin-like creature due to his desire of wanting his boss gone. The director hired choreographer Kim Sol-jin to collaborate with their visual effects supervisor and had him act as the blind monster in order to achieve their goal of making the creature. Thanks to his dancing skills, Sol-jin was able to complete the majority of the monster's movements. The blind monster actually used to have eyes, but the top half of its head was sliced off in a fight with the main character. So before hiding the exposed top of the monster's head, Sol-jin had to put on hours worth of special effects makeup. The top of its head was then modified to resemble a lotus root using green tape. In addition to the special makeup effects and post-production visual effects, the production team went ahead and created life-size models and animatronics that control the facial motions of the monsters to aid human actors on site. Another monster that appeared on the show was the tongue monster. It stands tall, has a broad forehead, and when it hunts, the upper chest, throat, and lower jaw open to show its long tongue that it uses to attack by sucking the insides of any creature that it's attached to, whether it be a monster or a person. The special effects varied for each scene because the creature has a vast variety of face motions. The actor would wear heavy makeup that extended from the top of his mouth all the way down to his chest when the action required the monster to reveal its wide jaw. The show really put a lot of effort into creating these unique creatures, from the CGI effects down to the makeup artist who added the finishing touches. Aside from the scary zombies and monsters who used the special makeup and prosthetics to make them come to life, we also got to see an actress use a lot of heavy prosthetics in a rom-com drama. drama. We have Shin Mina, who played one of her most iconic characters, Kang Joo-eun, in the 2015 drama Oh My Venus. Her character was a bubbly, chubby lawyer who went through a heartbreak because she was discriminated against due to her weight. Her long-term boyfriend cheated on her with someone who's slimmer than her, but eventually she met the special trainer Jung Gim, played by Seo Ji-sol, who helped her lose weight and lead a healthier lifestyle. Since Mina's character in the first few episodes was still chubby, she had to undergo a lot of transformation before shooting. She had to wear a big chubby suit to transform her into her character, who weighed approximately 80 kilograms and had to do special makeup for the finishing touches. Technical Art Studio Cell was the company in charge of Shin Mina's amazing transformation. They used special parts of silicone to attach on her face, silicone gloves for her hands, and also the fat suit Shin Mina is wearing. The actress required at least 7 or 8 people for her transformation, including both the basic makeup crew and the special makeup team. It took her at least 3 hours to prepare for each shot, including adding the silicone weights, blending the patches to match her true skin tone, and putting on the special suit she wears to complete her character. But despite that, Shin Mina still enjoyed the process and said, "This was my first time trying out special makeup, so it was interesting and amazing. It really was a lot of work, but thanks to all the hardworking staff and their support, I had a lot of fun filming the scenes." The special makeup team from Cell also shared how the process went through and said, "In the 5 episodes that aired, Shin Mina had to put on the special makeup 25 times. With 3 hours per change, that's a total of 3 days spent on makeup alone." The staff also compared the difference from the other drama productions to Oh My Venus's production. They usually film 2 or 3 scenes with makeup, then rest for several days in order to keep their skin healthy, but for this drama, they filmed everything in makeup except for 1 or 2 shots. It also showed Shin Mina's determination for her character when the staff mentioned, once the special makeup is on, the actress has to film for 15 to 20 hours. Even after erasing the makeup, she has to put it back on in a few hours. In the later part of the drama, as the character Joo-eun lost weight, Shin Mina's makeup also had to change gradually. The production crew stated, "We adjusted the special makeup and we were going to adjust it again, but there was no time. Because the filming was so tiring, Shin Mina ended up losing a little weight herself, so the modifications were unnecessary." With all that transformation Shin Mina had to go through, it definitely did cost a lot to perfect her character's look. A representative from the drama's production crew told Osen that, "The suit Shin Mina wears is disposable. All in all, the entire cost upwards of approximately $172,370. Shin Mina also gave a comment in regards to how she wanted to portray her character, saying, "From the beginning, I wanted to make sure that my character wasn't a stereotypical fat girl. I wanted to show her as a fool, but in a realistic way. Thankfully, thanks to the special effects makeup, this was able to come out naturally." Many staff members were concerned about Shin Mina's condition, but she handled it well and aced the character. What are your thoughts on what these actors and production crew had to go through to perfect their characters? Let us know in the comments. That's a wrap for today's video. See you next time. Bye!